Okay, hi everyone. For whatever reason, I don't pretend to know, but I tried to have the screen flip this way, and then YouTube tells me I have to either switch it or change the orientation. And I don't know how to change the orientation, so I'll flip it over this way. On a good note, I did break down and order a new laptop. Change the orientation. And it will. And I don't know how to change the orientation, so hang on. This way. On a good note, why am I hearing myself? I did break down and order a new laptop. Change the orientation, and it will. And I don't know how to change the orientation. Why am I hearing myself? Hi, Mia. Why am I hearing myself? Ah! This is gonna try me. Hang on. Yes, Echo. Okay. Can you hear me now? Let's see how this goes. I don't have any other streaming devices going um, at all. So, okay. Can you hear me now? Let's see how this goes. I don't have any other streaming devices going um, at all. So, let me see. Okay. Can you hear me now? See how this goes? I don't have any other streaming devices going at all. So, okay. Can you hear me now? See how this goes? I don't have any other streaming devices going at all. So, okay. Can you hear me now? Let's see. See how this goes? I don't have any other streaming devices going at all. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, y'all. All right, so I turned the mic back on. Why am I know I'm doing something wrong. Right, so I turned oh wait. Okay, hold on. Tell me, does that help? Please. I turned the volume all the way off on my iPad. Is that helping? Because I want to go back and look at the chat. That's what I don't like about using the iPad is I can't, the chat goes away way too fast. I can't see it. Let's see. Please let me know if you can hear now. Okay. Mia says hi. Hi, Mia. Samantha says hello to everyone. And echo, echo. Yep. Lily, hi. How are you doing? Okay. Let's see. Mute yourself wherever you have your comments going. Wow, I'm really breaking up on my phone. Okay, let's see. Seems to be no noise now. Can y'all hear me though? Can y'all hear me? Please let me know because it's weird on my phone. I'm all blurry, but on my iPad I am not. You can hear me. Yay! Yay, yay, yay. Awesome, 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 awesome. I don't know what's going on, but anyway, what I was saying earlier is I do have a new laptop coming, a new MacBook Pro Air, whatever it is, coming on the 11th. And I prefer using my laptop, but my laptop, it won't let me. It says it's too high, and the last time I used it, everything just froze, so I couldn't click on anything. It was very frustrating. So it's time. It's 10 years old. It's time. It has served its purpose well, and I'll be trading it in. So anyway, how is everyone doing today? How is everyone? Okay, Max just got home, so you might hear the dogs barking. He took some batteries back. Well, we stopped at CVS to get some batteries, some 9-volt batteries, because we needed to go over to his other house and change out batteries and the smoke detectors and whatnot. And $45 for 2, 4, 6, 8 batteries. Yeah, you're blurry on my TV too. I'm so sorry. I don't know why. Let's see, I'm not blurry on my phone anymore, so nothing like watching blurry on TV either. Hi, Linda. How are you? How are you doing? Anyway, so he went to take some back because it turned out we didn't. We needed double A's. So, but then he got home and he went on Amazon. He was like, that can't be right. That just can't be right. And so he got on Amazon. No, yeah, he bought 4 packs of 2. So yeah, he better. And they were $15 for a pack of 2. And Mia's watching Rosa. She's waiting for her brother. Ugh. I'm waiting on my brother to return so I can go home. Oh God, what time is? Well, no, it's not that late there, but I'm sure you'd rather be at home. Anyway, so he went on Amazon and looked, and for 8 Duracell batteries, it was like 20 something dollars. And so I was like, take those other ones back. Because at first he was like, I'll just keep them, and I was like, take them back. So that's what he went and did that. I think he had to do something else, but I'm not sure. So anyway, I don't know if he remembers I'm going live today or not, but I hate that I have to look at 2 different things. But the problem is I tried to um, go live on my phone, and I couldn't. So let's see. Samantha says, so they didn't need me for work, so no work from what? No work for me, and now the 2 paintings I have always wanted from DAC are back in stock. Oh my God. So you mean to tell me that they just said, oh, sorry, we don't need you, and that was the end of that? Well, that sounds bogus. That's not right to do someone that way. I'm so sorry, Sam. I really am. That sucks. That sucks. So, Mia, how long have you been watching Rosa? That cute little thing. She is so precious. She is absolutely precious. So anyway, let's see. Oh, yeah, because I am a sub. Oh, Sam, I'm sorry. I really am. That really sucks. You've been waiting for a long time, so I'm very sorry to hear that. Very sorry. Um, it is a beautiful day here. It is sunny. It's crazy though. I'm going to turn this off now because I'm not. After I think my blood pressure went whenever I couldn't figure out why I was making so much noise. Um, I had the little heater on up here, but it's beautiful outside. It's probably, I don't know, 74, 75, somewhere in there. Let's see, over here they would have to pay you for at least 4 hours if you had been scheduled and not needed anyway. Yeah, every state's different. I don't know. I don't know what different states have. Um, I know Texas is a right to work state. So you have the right to quit whenever you want to for whatever reason you want to. And then you also have the right to be let go for any reason, unless you're in like the teachers union or something like that. So, but not all states are right to work states. So anyway, but it's a beautiful day here, sunny. I was gonna burn. Yesterday I got out there and started a fire in my chimenea to pick up some of these um, limbs and stuff that had fallen down. and burned them, and that was so much fun, and it smelled so good. So we have a bunch of limbs, as you can probably imagine. And so, but then I needed more like a little, I mean, it's like a battery powered something I could use. So a chainsaw, but nothing that, no gas motor or anything like that. So ordered us some of those, two different kinds, one with the pole and one without, and it'll be here tomorrow. So let's see, it's 9 p.m. and I have been here since 5 p.m. Well, and I guess Rosa's probably asleep, so you're just sitting there twiddling your thumbs. Oh, okay. So Sam says, yeah, Mia, well, I have been off on medical, so they just didn't need me. Well, I'm still sorry about that because that sucks. That sucks. So, anyway, so tomorrow I can have another fire, maybe tomorrow evening. Gonna drive out. It's about an hour and 15-minute drive, I think, to go visit my father at his house tomorrow. So that'll be fun. And there's a chance that I'll get to meet my brother. He's 12 years younger than me, so he'll be 50 this year. So just a baby. And pretty sure he is legitimately the last baby. Now, I think there may be some in there in between, maybe, I don't know, but yeah, he's he'll be 50 this year. So anyway, so I'm doing that. Mia says Rosa's been sleeping for the past hour and a half, and so you're probably just like tweedledee, tweedledum. Oh, well, did you bring your knitting with you? Do you have some knitting that you can work on? Because I do know you like to knit, and that does travel. I really wish I could learn to knit or even crochet. I mean, I would like to do either one because I think it would be fun to be able to take it places, instead of scrolling through my phone. I'd rather be doing something. So, yeah. So I hope everyone is doing good. I'm doing well. Can't complain. Still have a bum shoulder and look at my bra strap. Come here. There's cover that up. um, yeah, and Maggie, she likes to get up on my shoulder, and she stepped right in the bad spot, and it has ached ever since. And that was this morning before I ever got ready for the day. So yeah, I have knitting stuff here, and I have to get started on those knitting videos. Yes, Mia, you do. You do. Hi, Jess. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Let's see, Samantha says, I crochet dishcloths in pot holders when I'm away from the house. See, I mean, I'd like to do either one. I think Mia is also knitting some, are they washcloths, Mia? I know there's some kind of cloth. Like, I think it's some kind of cleaning cloth, but I could be wrong. Yes, you finally caught a live. I'm so excited. I hadn't seen you in a while. I mean, I see you on my videos and stuff, but I hadn't seen you in a live in a while. So I'm glad you did. I know it's a bad time. I mean, I know it is. And I've thought about trying to change the time, but in the evenings is just not good for me. And um, yeah, so, and I certainly don't want to do mornings. So really and truly, this is the best time for me. So my friend has chickens, and so she's been sending me. She actually has a live cam in her chicken coop, and and she shares it with me, so I can go on there anytime I want to, day or night, and look at the chickens. And she got some new baby chicks, and so she was sending me pictures of the different eggs she's been getting, and one of her hens is broody, so she's hoping these baby chicks, they'll think that they're her, she'll think that they're hers, so anyway, it's really cool. I'm glad she does that to me. Samantha's saying hi to Jess, and Mia says, I am knitting cloths either for washing or cleaning. Need to do a bunch before next year. Yeah. So yeah, you do, because I'm hoping that I might get more than one in my goodie bag. Just saying. Samantha wants to know where Mia is from. I know that answer, but I'm going to let Mia say, hey, Texas Regina, how are you doing? How are you doing today? I assume there's beautiful weather where you are because it sure is here. So I hope it is. But man, I got bit. I went outside because I looked out front and I saw this beautiful rose, and those won't last because I can't take care of roses, and they looked ugly. But there was a beautiful rose, so I went out there to take a picture, and I stepped in a dang ant bed, and yeah, now my ankle itches. Fortunately, I just got the one bite, even though they were all over my shoes. I took my shoe and threw it, and did the whole thing. But I hadn't been stung by an ant in a while, and I don't like it. Nothing's changed there. So, yep, Mia is from Denmark. She is, she is. And next year is a retreat in Denmark. Let's see. Watch my last post to see my rose tree. Oh, what kind of rose tree is it? I'd like to know. You know what, Jess? They weren't red ants. They were bigger and they were black. So I don't know. I'm used to fire ants, which hurt like hell, but no. So I don't know. Samantha said, "Oh, I bet it's beautiful there." In Denmark, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. But but your rose tree, hmm. Okay, I'll have to look for that. 38 degrees. Oh, Sam. I wish I could just beam you over here. Go bzz, bzz. You could come over here and visit for a couple hours and bzz, you could beam yourself back because that sure would be nice. Because like I said, it's at least 74. It may be a little higher now. I don't know. Let's see, Jess. Yes, that's what I was thinking. Fire ant sting is super painful. Yeah, and these didn't have as many on it, so I don't. Like fire ants will be, poof, you look down and they're all over your leg before you even know anything got on your foot. So I was lucky there. Let's see. Regina says it has pink blooms. It's a tree. Not sure her name. It's not like the Rose of Sharon or something like that. I wonder. I don't know. Jess, it's 79 there. I think you're up around the Fort Worth area, aren't you? Because I think y'all get warmer than we do. You get more extremes. You get more cold, more cold and more heat, I think. So 15 degrees Celsius. I don't remember what that is. Oh, you live up by Disney in Central Florida. Okay. Oh, wait. Let's see. Samantha said, I also contacted Rachel Ray, but she never responded back. Aw. Well, she probably gets a lot of messages. She probably doesn't, look at them right away. So I imagine she will. 85 today where Regina is. Yep, that's warm. Aren't you up like the Fort Worth area, somewhere in there? Dallas, Fort Worth, I think you said. Can't remember. But yeah. So but yeah, these are my kind of days. Spring and fall, which we have the least amount of both of those here. Um, and it has just been, we've had some a beautiful spring so far. So I don't look for it to last. It'll just, one day, one day you'll go, wow, what a beautiful spring day. And then the next day you wake up and go, wow, it's summer now. Yes, Sam. Okay, so Regina is from southwest of Dallas and Fort Worth. Okay. Samantha, yeah, I'll ask Rebecca from Admore Zest also because she is in England. Yes, yeah, that's a good idea. Mia, she was contacting Rachel just to find out about what companies she buys from because she's moving to the UK. Yeah, well, she can answer herself, I suppose. Yeah. Oh man, my shoulder is killing me, y'all. Just absolutely killing me. All right, play like I don't notice it. Did y'all buy any of the spring Eastery stuff from Diamond Art Club today? I did. I bought are they the Sparkle Pals? The little Easter bunny, the two little Easter bunnies. I'll put them out with my Easter stuff. Oh yeah, Mia, that's a great idea. Yeah, Sam, ask Angel and Adam. Yes, yes, they will definitely help you. Absolutely, they will definitely help you. But anyway, so I ordered those two little things. Will I get them done before Easter? Probably not, but I'll get them done. Yeah, Samantha, I mean, they're going to have to. They're going to have to. Hopefully China will come to its senses, but yeah, they're going to have to raise prices. They do have plans for maybe Czechoslovakia, but I mean, they said that it would be still higher if they did them in the United States, which I'm perfectly fine with personally. Um, you don't know who Angel and Adam are. Mia, will you add their channels down below? Adam is Spark Lee Diamonds, and Angel is Angel Lee Rose. I was like, Angel's Angel. I don't remember her channel. Yeah, just me too. I would absolutely, and that's my take on it. It was like, I'll pay more because that means there's people working, there's Americans working and paying American taxes, so that the more people who pay taxes, the better. So I am right there with you, Jess. I would gladly, you know, I would gladly. So, yeah, Mia, I do too. I mean, I do too. And that's, unfortunately, that's yeah, unfortunately. I mean, I saw the writing on the wall about China a long time ago. I mean, years and years and years ago because it's just been so unfair. It's been so unbalanced with the US and China as far as trade goes. And so I saw that coming and I was like everybody's putting all their eggs in one basket and you know, that sucks. So yeah, I hope that it yeah, but yeah, I can see where it would hurt them. Especially shipping stuff from the United States. So yeah, Jess, you knew it was coming too. Yeah, yeah, Sam. I mean, it's gonna be tough for everybody who. I mean, the thing is, I don't know about other countries. Cannot speak about other countries, but here in the good old U.S. of A. Everything is made in China. And it didn't used to be that way. It was common that you would go buy clothes and they were made here in America. I challenge you, it is hard to find any clothes made here in America. Shoes made here in America. It's hard to find anything. We used to manufacture TVs. We don't have those anymore. I mean, so yeah, it's for everyone who is reliant. But you know what? China relies on the United States too. So, hopefully, like I said, hopefully they'll come to their senses and realize this is ridiculous. We're just asking for fair trade, you know. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be hard on a lot of people, not just businesses, but people too. I mean, general consumers, it's going to be hard on us too. But if in the end it becomes a more balanced trade, fair trade, then I will absolutely, hunker down and wait for it. But yes, I do. I do feel bad for small businesses or any, like I said, any, I don't care if they're large, because, ultimately it's going to hurt the consumer. I mean, ultimately. So, but it will also hurt China's consumer. So, links aren't working on your phone today, Mia. Let's see. Hang on. Hold on. See if I can do this. Well, you got it. You got it. You got it. Okay. You got it. So anyway, fortunately, for me personally, I have a ton of diamond paintings. And I'm still going to destash some. I mean, I've got so many paintings. There's no way. I mean, there's just, I don't think I don't, but the rate I'm diamond painting, I don't know that I would finish them in my lifetime. So, um, yeah, the world may come to an end before then. Yeah, Jesse, you too. I could stop buying for years. I could too. And I have somewhat, but yeah, I don't understand. Here's what I don't understand. Okay. So people used to ask why we couldn't manufacture diamond paintings in the USA. And what I had always been told was that China held the patent to it. And so, therefore, uh, we weren't allowed to make them. Only China could make them. But then Diamond Art Club is saying that they can move to Czechoslovakia, to the Czech Republic. Um, and, and they can make them there. So my thought is okay, so it's not because China owns the rights or something. Um, I don't know. So I'm not sure. So I'm like, well, if that's the case, then I don't know. It just to me it seems like you've got a big warehouse or something here. I mean, I'm speaking of Diamond Art Club. Um, you can't, hire get the computers and the printers. Yes, that's going to cost a lot of money. Yes, it will. And honestly, I do think at some point this is all going to change, and this is a temporary problem. So maybe they just don't want to invest all that money to manufacture everything here. So that may very well be, and I would totally understand that from a business point. Yeah, they do have in-house drill manufacturing, Jess, and uh, they, and it's in house, but it's in China. So let's see. Yeah, Mia, you haven't been buying very much. You really haven't. Yeah, and yeah, not every company has that. That's right. That is true, especially these smaller companies. Although I have seen people make their own diamond paintings, and sell them. Yeah, I don't know. There's got to be a size limit, right? Let's see. Mia. Oh gosh. Oh, what did I do? Yeah, isn't it adorable warehouse they will cave over here? Isn't it an adorable warehouse they will have over here? Who? Who's having a warehouse over in Denmark? Is Diamond Art Club? Um, I know they said maybe Czechoslovakia. Isn't it just a warehouse they will have in Europe? Oh, no, I think it's manufacturing. It's that maybe I read it wrong. Maybe I read it wrong, but I thought, or maybe it is just a warehouse. Okay, that makes more sense, Mia. Thank you. Okay, I read that wrong, but that makes more sense to me now. Okay, all right, that makes more sense to me now. Well, that'd be good. I mean, that'd be great for the Czech Republic, for sure. So I think that'd work out well for them. I love Czechoslovakia. Regina says, I heard warehouse in USA. Well, they've got a warehouse here. It's in Texas. So it's up by Dallas Fort Worth. So we do have one, or they, Diamond Art Club, not we. I don't have anything. They have one up there. So Mia, I understood it as a warehouse. Okay. Well, like I said, that makes so much more sense. Still got to get the painting out of China, says Jess. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, oh well, it is what it is. But I think it's going to be felt mostly from the small shops, especially the ones that did drop ship. That's going to be really hard for them. So, um, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so Diamond Art Club is looking for a workaround. They are. They are. They're looking for a workaround. And I would imagine that, some of the other shops, unless you're just by yourself working, that you might be able to do that too. I don't know. I don't know how much it would cost. I mean, like I said, if you're drop shipping, you have no overhead. So, I mean, people, you don't place the order till someone has paid for it. So, yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see. But I'm hoping that we end up with a fair trade agreement with everybody, with everybody. I 100% believe that that should be a goal for the world, to be fair. That's all, just fair. So we'll see. We'll see. Shipping to the US from Europe may generate a profit. Well, I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will. You know, there are people that sit around waiting for a crisis because they know they can profit from it. That's absolutely the way it is. The way it is. I mean, I look, prices will go up even though they don't need to, but they will. So, yeah, I'm all for everybody making a profit. So, you know, if you can make a profit, then make a profit. What was there was fair. Well, I don't know if you've ever looked at the tariff tables, but we were on the short end of the stick of all of them. Um, we American manufacturers had to pay out the wazoo in tariffs to ship to all these different countries, um, but we weren't doing the same to the other countries. So you could ship in, let's say from China, you could ship over, I don't know, computer parts. And, we were like, okay, thanks. I mean, I think it was, I don't know, it was nominal. But like for Harley Davidson to ship over there was like 50 grand just for tariffs, just for fees. And that's not fair. That's not fair. So it's like we're taking your goods, but you're punishing us to send our goods. Does that make sense? So it's just trying to make it fair for everybody, for everybody. I mean, I'd like to see zero tariffs, to be real honest with you. You know, I would like to see zero. I mean, from both ways. If you're over in Denmark and you want a Harley Davidson, you should be able to get you a Harley Davidson. If I'm over here and you got something I want, then I should be able to get that. You know, I think it just opens up. I mean, in my personal opinion, it just opens up more trade, gives you more options, gives everybody more options. So, Jess says, I don't think so. So I don't know what that meant. But no, Mia, it was not. It was not fair. If you look at the tables, we charged a lot less. So yes, correct, Jess. It wasn't fair to the United States. It was fair for the rest of the world. No doubt about it. It was absolutely fair for the rest of the world. But no, it wasn't. So we keep going into more debt, more debt, more debt. So yeah, it wasn't fair for the U.S. at all. But hopefully we'll reset. To me, that's what it is. It's like a great reset. It's like, okay, all right, the rules aren't fair. Let's stop the game, you know, and change them and let's negotiate. So, Mia says it's the American people that will get to pay all these tariffs. It's not the seller. Well, no, but if let's say for instance, I have no idea what it is with Denmark, but just I'm going to use Denmark for an example. If Denmark says, okay, well, if you want to buy a Ford vehicle, Denmark for Mia wants to buy a Ford vehicle. Um, she can, well, we can ship it from the United States to her, and she don't really have to pay anything. No extra tax. But if I don't know if y'all make your own vehicles, I don't know. But so let's say I know y'all have a pharmaceutical company. So if you said, okay, well, I need your pharmaceutical, whatever it is you have, can you ship it to me? Yes, but you're going to have to pay for it. And that's not, I mean, it's just not fair for one country to charge a lot and another country to not. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Um, I mean, everybody pays for a tariff. Both countries, both citizens of both countries pay for tariffs. I mean, we pay for the tariffs that are charged to us. Okay, so we are getting reciprocal tariffs, so that means the other countries people will have to pay as well. So yeah, Mia, I have to pay 25%. See, I don't know what I'd have to look at the chart. There's a chart that's got every country and their what their tariff percentage is. And ours is still lower than everybody else's. But China had to go and take it a step further. I fully look for Europe, European Union and the US to come to an agreement. And I mean, I wouldn't be surprised at all if the tariff goes to zero, which would benefit us both. So, yeah. So what you have to pay isn't what I have to pay. But with China, it was I mean, the balance was way, 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 way. It was billions, billions of dollars in deficit against the US. So, yeah. But, what do you expect? I recommend, if anybody wants to, Walter E. Williams. He's no longer living, but he is a freaking economic genius. Um, he's got books. There's YouTube videos of things that he's done years and years ago. Um, Palm and Sal is also one of his. I mean, that will be another great mind that we'll lose. But he explains stuff so much easier than I think, and he's a libertarian, so no political there. Let's see. I think diamond paintings and cost too fast. They need to slow down. You know what, Samantha? They are expensive. Even the dropship ones, they're not cheap. Hey, Dawn, how are you? Well, now I'm trying to figure out, Dawn, how come did you take yourself off as a mod, or had I not ever put you as one? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, wait. Samantha says, what is the painting on your wall next to you, the greenish one? This one? Ooh. This one? That one. I think it's this one you're talking about. That is All Dogs Go to Heaven. Let's see. Yes, Mia, I understand that everybody has to pay for tariffs. That's why I was hoping we would have zero. But I am perfectly fine in doing that if it means that we'll end up being fair. It'll be fair for my kids, my grandkids, my great grandkids. So I never made you a mod. Let's see, how can I do that? Add as moderator. There. Now you can't say that anymore. I thought I did. So let's see. Oop, I closed myself out. Spirit of Flight by Josephine Wall, Jess. Are you doing it for the J Wall event? Because that'll be really cool. I bought Secret Garden for Diamond Art, on a D-stash for Diamond Art Club to do with J Wall, and I won't be doing another one. So I had also bought one from the one with the diamond art, and it was huge, and it had like 230 colors, and it was all black and white, and I was like, nope, nope. So yeah, that was a waste of my money. Let's see, Dawn's telling everyone hi. Everyone's telling Dawn hi. Regina is in chat just listening while Diamond... Oh, God. Dagnabbit. Y'all. Mia did the DAC version, I think, probably. Yes, Dawn, thank you. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up. That really does make me feel good. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, I have to get back to my... I don't know why it doesn't... That's all right. Next week, I will have my laptop, assuming that I can actually set it up, but it's an Apple, so they're usually no brainers. You just plug them in and answer the questions, and bam, you're on your way. So yeah, that's why I can't switch my phone, or because it's like, no, I can't. I have all Apple products and they all sync. So I can take a picture here on my phone, and then it's on my, my laptop. It's on my iPads. I got two iPads. Um, yeah. So I can use my Apple Watch to answer my phone. It's like, no, I'm heavily invested in Apple. So they got me. And at this age, I am not learning something new. So just as saying hi to Dawn. So yeah, let's see. All of my trees are looking really good. All the leaves are sprouting out. My pecan tree is starting to produce leaves. Just so slow. I didn't realize those were so slow. Yes, Jazz, me too. And I can't, you know, it's too easy. And I've been with Apple now for 15 years. And it's funny because the first Apple phone I bought, I always had a well, I didn't say always, but before that I had Blackberries, a couple of them. And then I went and everybody's like, oh, you got to try the new iPhone. So I went and got it. And I was like, I hate it. I don't understand a single thing about it. So I took it back and the guy was like, really? You want a Blackberry instead of an Apple? I was like, yes, because I know it. And then, I don't know, maybe the next release they came out, I uh, I got the iPhone, and then it was like, what was my problem? I haven't looked back since. Let's see, Mia, she did Secret Garden. That's right, she did. She did. That's right, because I asked her where she got it, and I think it was given to her because I came into Diamond Art Club after they had lost, I guess, Jay Wall. So yeah. Jess says my street has all the trees in full bloom. Yeah, and in spring they're such a beautiful color of green, right? They're just this bright, vibrant green, and come like August, September, they're like, My in-laws always ask for help with their phones. I get lost because they have. Wait. As for their phones, I get lost because they have Android and I have Apple. Yeah, Sam, I can't either. And my son was always Apple, but then he went to Android because I don't know, he got mad or something, and he's always having problems. And I'm like, we're always like, well, if you get an Apple, because even with other Apple users, even if you don't have like Wi-Fi and stuff, you can message. So yeah, not compatible. Yeah, I was talking to my father last night, and he was saying yeah, he hated his phone and blah 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 blah. And he said I had an Apple, and then his son talked him into getting an Android. And he was like, and I don't understand it, and I don't know how to do this, and I don't know how to do that. And I was like, well, I cannot help you. Yeah, those rebellious children. We always give them a hard time. Oh, you're an Android person. We're just teasing with them. So yeah, I got to have lunch yesterday with both of my boys. So yeah, she's surrounded by yeah, because even my son, Max Jr., his girlfriend, partner, common law, I don't know what they are, but they're a pair, I can tell you that. She still has an Apple. So, we still, like I said, we give them a hard time. We all get to, gang up on them. But it's all in fun. It's all in fun. So Dawn is saying hi to Sam, and Sam is saying hi to Dawn. Oh, wait. She removed her message. So I don't know why, but she removed her message. Oh, yeah, she was just, I guess she didn't type it the way she wanted to. Boy, okay, Mia, I was thinking about you because yesterday we have some cedar trees in the backyard. And so yesterday I was like, oh, look, the bark is kind of just like peeling off. Looks like hairs. So I started peeling and walking around the tree. And Max was like, what are you doing? And I was like, I am peeling. And then I remembered peeing, and anyway, I was thinking about you. I was like, well, if Mia was here, we could both sit here and just peel the bark off of this tree. So I was thinking about you, Mia, but I wish I knew about the message retracted, how you to do that. I don't even know how to do that. That time I wrote peeing, but it's okay. I don't know. I don't know how to retract. I just go, oh, well. Dawn, you haven't met Sam? Well, Sam, that's Dawn. Dawn, that is Sam. Both of y'all are great people. So, yep. Oh, your brother just came in, Mia. Okay, I know you want to go home. I know you want to go home. So, if you get a chance, say pop in when you get home. But I don't know how much longer I'll be here. But thank you so much for being here, though. Thank you. I appreciate it. And tell your brother I said hi. So, yeah, I'm sure she's ready to get home. I think if you press and hold your message, you get the option to delete. Okay. Okay. Well, I need to learn to do that. Because now I'm pee-pee girl, which is fine. It's all in fun. It's all in fun. So anyway, we went looking at golf carts, and there is a big price difference. Jess, I'm on an iPad. Yeah, I am too. I'm on my iPad mini. And for some, I prefer to have it this way, I guess horizontal, but it wouldn't let me on the computer. You may have to click it. Okay. Usually when I watch or when I'm on YouTube with like diamond painting stuff, I'm on my iPad. Otherwise, I'm on my TV, laying in bed watching TV. So, and that's where I watch a lot of my, I don't know what you call them. Just, I have all kinds of channels that I follow. So, but anyway, we looked at golf carts, and the prices, are, well, I guess if you go with the more expensive ones, then you get a bigger battery. And so you can go longer between charges, and which I think is great, because that's one of the things that worries me about with lithium batteries is, storing them in the, have them in the garage plugged in. Uh, I know over here people who own Teslas generally have the power bank or whatever outside, so that, oh, good, Mia's still listening, yay. So that, because lithium batteries, once they catch on fire, they're not easy to put out. That's why my son, who's a firefighter, has been like, yeah. But anyway, so I'd rather not have to charge every time we take it out and use it. But also, it also has to do with how fast you can go. And so the cheaper ones can only go 20 to 25 miles per hour, which my son is like, Mom, you don't need to go too fast on a go-kart, but you can take them out on roads that are 30 to 35 miles an hour. So I'd at least like to go 30, I mean, 20's, yeah, I don't want a line of cars behind me. So I don't know what we're going to do. Do we need a golf cart? We do not. Do we want a golf cart? Also, we do not. I do. Max doesn't really care. So I don't know. But seeing how we both be paying for it. Yeah. But maybe one day. You never know. I've always wanted a golf cart. Always. So we'll see. We'll see. It does sound like fun. And, over here in this part of town where I live, it's like the historic area. And so there's all these little paths and stuff that you can get on. And, so, yeah, it'd be fun to go down all these little streets and stuff. Do you insure them like a car? I think so. I think so. I think mostly you would insure it in case it, caught fire or someone ran over it or something, because I don't know that a golf cart could really do much damage, but I guess it could. All right. We'll drive home. We'll listen, not text. Okay, Mia, drive safely home, okay? I don't think you live that far, but I know it's late at night, so be safe going home. So yeah, I'm sure you have to insure it because they're street legal. I mean, it's got turn signals, it's got headlights, brake lights, even has a backup camera. So, I mean, they're all fancy. So yeah, I do think you would insure it. Hopefully it wouldn't be for much. But anyway, I think it'd be fun to, when they do the little parades, we could just ride it down there. So we'll see. But you know, there's a lot of little boutique shops and stuff that I want to go to. And in my mind, it's like, it'd be so much fun to go and, you know, in my golf cart, just pop up there. But is it necessary? No. It would just literally be a want, not a need. So, anyway, take it up to the park. Hey, Charla, did I know you were in here? Yes, it's like a motor vehicle, so it's insured like a car pickup. Charla, I just don't know that I knew you were in here. Hi, how are you? Jess, I see them around here all the time, hitched to RVs. Yeah, you do see them a lot there. Also, hi. No, you just got here. Okay, well, I'm glad you're here. And I was like, I didn't see Lizette. Hey, working at the moment, so we'll be listening along. Well, hey, Lizette, I'm glad you're here. Thanks for joining in. I'm glad that you are. Hope you're not too busy. If you are, I hope it's fun. Busy fun is good. Dawn says she's always wanted a golf cart too. I know. I mean, I know, right? Yeah. My son's like, you do not need a golf cart. Of course, I think he's thinking, that I'm going to get run over or something, and he may be right. I don't know. Dawn is saying hi to Charla. So yeah, I noticed that we went to look at two different places, and one place called them golf carts with a T, and then the other place called them golf cars. The other place, they were more expensive, and they really weren't set up for golfing at all. I didn't see any that held the golf clubs at all, but the golf carts did. So I kind of like that. I mean, I like the seat that faces backwards because I think I'd like to ride on it backwards. But anyway, let's see. Yes, golf carts are a lot of fun. Yeah. Everybody's saying hi to Lizette. Sam, I used to have a moped. I did. I actually even had a Vespa at one point. Do you know what happened to me? It's a thing. People on motorcycles get it. I could not turn right. I would freeze. It was like my brain was going, turn, turn. And my arm was like, I can't. It was the weirdest thing. I could go left. I could go left all the way around. So I'd get on it and make sure I went left. But I couldn't turn right. I mean, I'd have to get off and walk it to the right. It was just like my brain went, nope, can't do it. It was the weirdest thing. And I've heard people say that can happen on a motorcycle too. It's just your brain seizes up. It's a thing. I was like, well, I didn't know that. Sam, I don't ride it, but we have a Honda. My 11-year-old loves them. I had a Honda City something, I think. That was my first one. And then I got a Vespa because, it was turquoise and it was cool and it was beautiful. And then I couldn't ride it anymore. So I had to sell it. So, yeah. I love anything with wheels. I love anything that has wheels. So, yeah, I've always thought it'd be fun to drive a semi truck, probably not forever. But I've always thought, it'd be kind of fun to do for about a year, get to see the country. And some of those things are just really decked out. They're like RVs, you got all your comforts of home in them. So, and I like when a truck stops. So, I don't know. But alas, I don't know. And I've got next Tuesday, I have to take my car in. My new car that I got in November has 2 recalls on it, and it's had a recall on it since February, but it was right about the time that we were moving, and I was like, I haven't got time for this, and so now I got time for it, so I got to take it next Tuesday. So I hope it's okay driving that distance tomorrow to go see my dad. Hopefully it will. I mean, like, hopefully it don't just shut off in the freeway or something, but yeah. I wish I hadn't bought that car, but anyway, that's another story. Don wants to know, what kind of glass work do you do? It's beautiful. I can tell you that. It's beautiful. You should check out our channel, Dawn, if you get a chance. She does some beautiful things. So anyway, let's see. What else is happening today? I'm getting hungry. I don't know why. Well, I had breakfast. Oh, did I tell y'all that Max's household, like 14 days or something, and he got asking price. So that's good. Time to get the kid off the bus. You all have a great day. Thanks, Sam. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Have a good day. Enjoy the rest of the day with your little, because she probably wouldn't want to be called little. I know, Dawn, right? I love stained glass too, and she makes it. And it's like, I don't need to learn another hobby. Just said, congrats on the quick sale, for real. I mean, his sold really fast, a lot faster than mine, but mine was up in turmoil. You know, it was last year, and political was all askew. So, you know, that made a huge difference. It was not a good time to sell a house, but I still got what I asked for it. So, no complaints. It just took it a little longer. But yeah, his sold real fast. And it was vacant. Everybody said, you know, everybody always says, you know, if it's vacant, it doesn't sell this fast. But he had tons of showings. So, I mean, he was having showings back to back. So, yeah. Oh, Dawn said she'll check out our channel. That's cool. Yeah, I know. I'm like, I don't want to learn. I don't want to get into a new hobby. Although yeah, I could see that happening. If I end up having to pay $500 for a diamond painting, I could, you know, yeah, I could probably see that happening. Oh, Lord. But no, I do need to still go through mine and destash. I just don't, I really don't need to have more than 50 diamond painting kits at a time. I really, really don't. I mean, that's more than enough. Um, so yeah, I need to do that. But I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. I don't know. Maggie. I don't know if I should put them on Mercari. That's what I've done in the past. I know Angel uses eBay, which I've done eBay before, but it's been a gazillion years. And I hate PayPal. Or do them on YouTube. And I don't know how I would do that. You know, I don't know how I would do that. But I mean, I would really like to, you know, offer them first to my subscribers. But I don't like PayPal, and I get it. A lot of people only want to use PayPal because it's safe. Um, you know, you can't get ripped off. But, and I think that's why I liked using Mercari, because then you could pay however you wanted to. I had no idea, but you know, Mercari sent me the money to my bank account. So, and I've lost money on PayPal because I didn't have that option, and then I couldn't get the money, and I didn't know how. So I don't use PayPal. But anyway, um, yeah, I don't know how I'll do it. I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Oh, that's sweet, Charla. She subbed to yours too. That is awesome. That's what I love about this community. We build each other up. We don't tear each other down. And I have heard from a couple of creator friends that I consider friends, that, you know, there's a lot of nastiness going around, people, you know, throwing shade on them, and, you know, for however they run their channel or whatever. And I just don't understand that. You know, I just don't understand that. But for the most part, this is a great community. But it's a community of, stop it, a community of people. And so, you know, you've got all kinds of people. So it takes all kinds. So anyway, I don't know what I'm going to fix for dinner. I fixed some sourdough or paninis with some sourdough I made. Uh, I guess I could do that. Ooh, I could make some French toast with the sourdough. Might be a good idea. Oh, you're home. Wow, that was fast, Mia. My goodness, that's fast. I knew you said you live close. You really do. Um, I did see a recipe for some sourdough English muffins, and I might look at that, see how long it takes. Because that's the problem with sourdough. When you want to do something with sourdough, it takes forever because it doesn't rise as fast as yeast, right? So it takes forever, or it seems like it does. I mean, it's like you don't just go, you know what? I think I'm gonna go make a loaf of sourdough bread. No, you're not. I mean, you might start it today, but you're gonna finish it tomorrow. So yeah, but I do want to. I didn't need to check out that recipe for the English muffins because I do like English muffins. But yeah, I think I might make French toast. And you know what? I don't make my French toast like everybody else. Not when I'm making it for me, because I didn't grow up that way. I grew up where French toast was, just bread and egg and salt and pepper. Okay, so it was not sweet; it was savory, and so that's the way I do mine. I just would put some eggs and let the bread soak in it, and slap it in a skillet with some butter, and or you could use oil if you wanted to, but I prefer using butter. And yeah, that's how I grew up eating it. So that's how I fixed it. And I'll never forget the first time, I guess I was about 17, went to a restaurant with some friends, and we went to Denny's, and which is a diner, and uh, I saw French toast, and I was like, "Oh, I want some French toast." Well, they brought it out with powdered sugar on it and with syrup, and I was like, "What is this? What am I supposed to do with this?" And I tried it, and I think it's because it was such a shock to my brain that I was like, "This isn't French toast." And that's when I learned that, well, no, that's the way other people eat French toast. It's about 10 minutes from your brother's house. I swear it seemed faster than that. Charlotte says, I can bake bread, but I can't make a biscuit to save my life. It's all the key to making biscuits is I use butter, and you want it cold, and just sit there and keep doing it like this, the flour and stuff, until it looks like peas. And then you add your milk and just fold it. Just fold. You just kind of want to put it together. If you overmix your biscuit dough, and it's easy to do, then they won't rise and they'll be tough. But when you cut them out, if you put your biscuits close together in the pan, they'll really rise up. So, so yeah, I love biscuits. Biscuits. I can make some biscuits and gravy. I got bacon grease. Y'all keep bacon grease in your refrigerators, like I do, and most Texans do. I think most Southern people do. So you can, if you go to Bucky's, you can buy it by the, big, I think 5 pound bucket, and you can fry chicken in it. You can fry your steak in it. Whatever you want to. So anyway, oh man, now I've talked about food. It's like, well, I got to eat something because I'm getting I'm getting a little hungry. So anyway, well, I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of your day and or night. I don't know what time it is where you are. Um, you keep bacon grease in Kansas. Good deal. Duck fat. Oh, yeah, duck fat. You can buy. We can buy duck fat here in the jars. And yes, those are so good to fry potatoes in. Do you cook duck and then you save the grease, or do you buy the duck fat? Because we can buy it here. I need to buy some. I'm gonna buy some. I'm gonna buy some. Hey, can you use it to make biscuits or scones? I guess. Mia says, no. So what do y'all? I mean, do you have any kind of fat that you keep? You know, for to use lard? Because I mean, you're known for your Danish ham, so do you use lard? We use the duck fat from our duck confit. Okay, okay. That is really good then. I bet that's probably way better than what you can buy in the store. And yeah, Charlotte says, yum, I'm getting hungry. Mm-hmm, me too. Me too. Now I want to go make all the things. All the things. I'm going to make some apple cinnamon bread. I don't know if I'll make it today. I might. I don't know, because it's just a quick bread. So it's easy enough. The hard part is grating up the apples. But it's good. So we use butter. Okay. Yeah, I use butter too. Butter makes everything better. And I use real butter. I don't use margarine. I use, real sweet cream butter. So it's delicious. If you're going to like bread, you're going to have some butter. Although, when I made the paninis, instead of using bread, instead of using butter on the bread, when it toasts, I used olive oil, and it was really good too. So, yeah, if I ever get back to Italy, though, I'm going to bring home some bunch of olive oil. Although Texas has olive oil too. I never tried it. Maybe it's good. Maybe I should try it. So, but yeah, you can never go wrong with butter. Ever. But some things, though, just require pork fat. No margarine. No thank you. Yep. I don't think it's healthy. But yeah, you got to have some sort of pork fat for, like, if you're making greens or beans, cabbage, stuff like that. But Lizette's got me thinking. I think I am. Next time I go to the grocery store, I'm going to buy some duck fat. Try frying something and see what happens. What's the worst that can happen? I don't like it. No big deal. Oh my gosh, Lizette, I know you only use real butter. Mm. I've been to Normandy in addition to Paris, but that's the only places I've been in France. And man, oh man, just give me some bread and some butter, and I'm covered for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I can eat it just fine. But yeah, we only use oils for cooking. Yeah, I try not to use like vegetable or any seed oils really. I try to use like avocado oil if I can, or olive oil is my first choice. Um, and sometimes coconut oil. Sometimes I'll use coconut oil. But I try not to use vegetable oil or any of that stuff. So, Mia, how did you take back your message? And why did you take back your message? But yeah, real butter is the way to go. I would go down. We've got a dairy not too far away that you can buy raw milk. I'm really not enough of a milk drinker, or I don't use a lot of milk to for things. So I'm not really interested in that. But I'd love if they would just sell cream. I would absolutely buy some cream. Oh, that's not what we wanted to say. We also use oils for cooking. Oh, okay then. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, sometimes you have to, you know. It pains me to say that sometimes butter is not the answer to all the problems, but most of the time it is. So, yeah. But I also use bacon grease for cooking. Uh, yeah, I do. But I'm gonna try some duck fat for my potatoes. All right, everyone. Now that y'all have sufficiently made me starving to death, I guess I'm going to go ahead. It's been over an hour. It has. It's been over an hour. But I absolutely appreciate you being here. I hope I kept you company while you were working or diamond painting or whatever. And appreciate you in the chat as well. That is always nice to see. And it's good to see so many people returning and some new faces. I absolutely love it. So anyway, y'all, if you're not a member of my channel, you don't have to be a member. But if you want to be a member, I have started doing vlogs, and I'm working on one now. Um, in the evening, I'm trying. I almost forgot yesterday, almost did, but I remembered. I'm trying to do like a daily update of my life, Monday through Friday, and not that anybody cares. I mean, I got to have the most boringest life of anybody. Um, But yeah, I'm gonna do that for members. So just in case if you're interested, you don't have to though. It says Mia said, "Did you listen to the first chapter of Little Women?" I have not. I did see today that it was up. I did get notification on it, so I will. Jess says, "Bye everyone. I'll keep plugging away at Spirit of Flight." Good for you. Uh, Mia says, "Great seeing you." It's always great to see you, Mia. Always, 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 always. We need to work up a chat someday, on Zoom or something. Boring is good, Jess. Yes, it is. Charlotte, we love you. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Mwah. And I love all of y'all. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. So I really do mean that. So, anyway, if I can figure out how to quit, I will. So, but anyway, thanks, y'all. I appreciate it. And I will see you. Oh, Lee and Lenore. Of course, I missed it. Yeah, it's been over an hour. So, uh, but I'm glad you popped in anyway. I'm glad you did that anyway. So, and said something. So, all right, Lizette, thank you. And I'll see all of y'all next Wednesday. And I will see you soon. All righty, everybody.